yourself. Meet him. Meet her. This is who you were born to be. To me, heaven, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know if it's energy or a place you go, but heaven to me is when I meet that man, we're identical twins. I did it all. And he goes, man, I've been watching you. And I go, brother, I've been chasing you all my life. He goes, you caught me. I watched you. I'm so proud of you. You did it all, right? Hell would be meeting that person someday and you're total strangers with them. I don't want you to have that happen at the end of your life, where all these things you were capable of, all the possibilities, all the moments, all the travel, all the trips, all the help, all the contribution, none of it happens because you won't fight for your family. You won't get obsessed for what you want. You won't transfer energy to people. You won't stop negotiating the price. You won't program your reticular activating system. You won't work on your identity. All that's on the line is your dadgum life. That's all, just your life. That's all we're talking about here is just you, your precious soul, who's enough, who's got greatness in them, who can do whatever he or she ever dreamed of. If they'll just start believing it, if they'll start taking massive action, you were born to do something great with your life.
Woo! Love it, love it. Drop some threes down below if you believe that we are built and designed to go ahead and do something great for our life. Good morning, dreamers. Oh my goodness, so many amazing things are here and in the works. Shane and Talina, what is going on? Cedric in the building. Deanne, so great to see you, royalty chick. I love it. Awesome. This morning, fired up for greatness, getting in the morning routine. I see everybody tapped in. I see the energy inside of the chats, and I couldn't be more grateful to see it. 11:11, paint your vision. Talina in the building. Let's go. I love to see it, fam. Today, I've got a phenomenal topic. Go ahead, and we're going to be talking about 3 keys to really get into success for the rest of 2023. 11:11, paint your vision. Super excited. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of gratitude down below. What's everybody grateful for coming into today? Let me know, and let's go ahead and get this party started. So here we go. IG is tapped in. 3 keys to success, and let's get going. Boom. Awesome, fam. So grateful to be alive. So grateful for each and every single one of you. So thankful to be along this journey, to be able to witness the growth, to be able to see the transformation, be able to feel this collective energy, right? I know our mentors have been on tour, and I've literally been getting filled up every single day, looking at their stories, looking at all these amazing places that they're able to go ahead and travel to. Some of them couldn't even pronounce their name, right? But being able to see, I'm talking about Italy, over there in Croatia, in Portugal, Spain, Vienna, Austria, Frankfurt, Germany, so many beautiful places. And it just goes to show me another confirmation of what is possible by really being able to believe, step into our greatness, and really stay consistent. You know, I look at everybody on there along this tour. There is so many sacrifices, so much they had to go ahead and give up to go ahead and get to that point. You know, I dropped a video in the chat about 2 days ago with Mr. Tika. You know, if you guys have never seen his story, he's still posting about it today, how 7 years ago, and this is why documentation, I believe, is so important. 7 years ago, he would literally post on Facebook himself riding the train, himself sleeping on couches, and literally expressing out to the world of where he's going to be in the next handful of years, where he's going to be able to go ahead and provide for his children, the impact that he's going to be able to leave. And needless to say, it's been done, right? All of those things that were written down absolutely manifested for all of them, right? Matt Rosa, you can go back and look at his story 10 years ago, talking about success, talking about building this image, talking about building this vision. Same thing with Alex Morton. So I'm beyond blessed and grateful to be aligned with such phenomenal leadership and amazing company, and knowing that we are just getting started. So let's go ahead and get into it for today with the 3 keys to success. I'm going to keep this one pretty short and sweet so we can go out and get out into the field. But number 1 is going to be simplicity, okay? First key to success, I've realized along the journey, it's so easy to get overwhelmed. We have so many products and educators and all of these different pieces of the platform. One of the easiest things that allowed me to really go ahead and make things flow a lot more smoother was to make things simpler, right? Our mentor talked about this morning. Simplicity is not laziness, right? Simplicity can actually be more of direct living, right? What do I mean by that? One of the acronyms that we learned at the beginning is called KISS, KISS, right? Keep it super simple. So if we want to go ahead and, it doesn't matter any part of this business, learning about trading, building a brand, getting into e-commerce, the real simple system is 3 steps. 1, we have an academy to go ahead and study from beginner to advanced. 2, we have go live sessions. And this right here is really going to be the meat and the potatoes of everything. You know, for most of us, we can watch a video, right? But how much different is it to be able to actually go ahead and watch somebody train live, answer their ask questions and get our questions answered on the spot, be able to actually see people real time and maybe go over their store, go over somebody's chart. So all of these things I started to realize played a huge role. Number 3 is having a community, right? We have people inside of the chats right now that are seeing massive amounts of success in all different areas, right? For those that had a chance to tune into yesterday's call, we just had 4 new Platinum 600s pop in a matter of literally a week and a half, right? We've got P150s going crazy. We've got withdrawals. We've got kachings. We've got stores being launched. DN actually just opened up inside of the mall. Love to see it. And that's what this business is all about, getting outside of the box, right? So if there's one big thing I've realized is, number 1, keep things super simple, right? We don't need to make things complicated. It's right here already created. We don't have to recreate the wheel. Okay. Number 2, the second biggest key is going to be this. It's going to be known as patience. IG got off for a second. Here we go. It's going to be known as patience, right? Patience helps us restore. He talked about our hearts. Okay, all of these are going to allow us to restore our heart, to make things a little bit more simpler, to take some of the weight off. Okay, so patience, he talks about most urges that we feel are actually false. The urge to go ahead, that we need to get on social media, the urge that we need to go ahead and get distracted, the urge that we need to go ahead and do something to take our focus away, right? They call it shiny ball syndrome. For so many, if we're not seeing success, maybe right away or maybe over a period of time, it's easy to go ahead and look for the next shiny ball, look for the next opportunity. But how many times have we actually, taken the time to look back in life, and we know when we tip through to something, right? Drop a 2 down below if we know what it's like to go ahead and tiptoe through an activity, tiptoe through our goals. I've been there. I've done that. I know exactly what it's like, right? To be that 1 foot in and 1 foot out mentality. And I want to give you guys a visual of what it looks like to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And this is another visual that I never forgot, right? Watch this. Imagine this. Let's just role play for a second. M in the building. It's good to see you. We definitely gotta get on a call after this call. It's been a while. It's good to see you. Love it. Okay, so imagine this. Here's the visual. Let me show you guys this. All right. I want you to, everybody, go ahead and stand up for me. You guys can actually role play this with me, okay? This is what it looks like with 1 foot in and 1 foot out, okay? So you guys can pick whatever foot you want planted, your left foot or your right foot. Now that we have that planted, I want you to take whatever foot and just go ahead and take a step. Take 1 step and keep going in a circle. Take a step, take a step, take a step, take a step, take a step. And what happens if you pay attention? We literally just went in a circle. And now you get the visual of why it is that so many people spend a lot of their life spinning in circles, because they never made that commitment. They never made that decision to go all in. And this was me. I was spinning for my whole college career. I was spinning in circles outside of sports. I didn't know what I wanted to do, didn't know where I wanted to go. So I literally had 1 foot in and 1 foot out as far as my success goes. Okay. But when I really understood, here's where the shift happens. You ready? Okay. We have both feet planted. Now we can go ahead and take a step with one. Now let's pick up the other foot and let's take a step with the other one. And look what happens. Now we're starting to go ahead and move forward. Now we're starting to go ahead and move the needle, right? The principle of Kaizen, 1% better every single day, even a 1/10 of 1%. But this is what happens when we put both feet in to start taking the steps, to start making the climb. So this was huge for a lot of the time entrepreneurship. I wonder why I wasn't seeing success. sold energy drinks, hair products, vitamins, shoes, cars, real estate. And when I got into this industry, I saw people making a day what I would go out and make in a year. I saw people leveraging their time to where we could literally just press a button, wait a couple of hours, let the exchange rate move, and we can go ahead and make somebody's weekly paycheck with a button press right from our phone. That was something that got me excited. That was something that I was really ready to go ahead and put some serious energy and passion into. So you know what I did? I finally made the decision to go all in when I got around mentors, when I got around events, when I got around individuals that I saw really doing this in person, and everything started to shift. Because I understood one thing about patience. You ready? The thing about patience is to go ahead and be micro aggressive, to be very aggressive in the micro. What is the micro, you're asking? Be aggressive in the day-to-day, be aggressive to the week, be aggressive to the month. And now we look back for 3 consecutive months in a row, and we literally just laid each brick daily. And we look back, we built an empire. We look back, we built an amazing structure. And just like JoJo just said, balling, right? In order to be balling, we have to be all in. And that's exactly what happens when we go ahead and stop treating our business, our life, 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and really go ahead and take the steps. So that's number 2. The second key to success is going to be patience. Angel, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you. All right, number 3. Here's my third key for you. This is huge. Number 3 is going to be the heart work, right? Being able to go ahead and open up the heart. Now, as I'm sitting talking to you, let me be the first to tell you, I am far from perfect, okay? I'm growing with every single one of you every day. I'm right there with you. I'm running this race right alongside of you. So even something for me that I'm working on is being able to open up the heart. You see, along this journey of entrepreneurship, there's 2 ways that we can go ahead and get into. You see, we can easily get in our head, but we can also go ahead and dive into our heart. And I found a lot of the times when we're sitting in our head, this is when we get into fear. This is when we get into negative self-talk. This is when we get into limiting beliefs. This is when we get into lowering our identity, when we get into being overwhelmed, when it seems like so many things are going on. But then we have the other side. We have being able to dive in to the heart. And I love the way my mentor put it this morning. He talked about if you pay attention and you look around, you're going to see there's a lot of things that actually correlate with the heart. Inside of the temple, you have a heart inside of the temple. Inside of a lotus flower, you have the heart of a lotus, right? Our heartbeat is literally the center of who it is that we are. Without our heart beating, we are no longer able to go ahead and take a breath. We're no longer able to go ahead and exist. So the root of our existence is truly right here, right? Everybody go ahead and put your hand on your heart for me. Feel this. Feel this right here. Do you feel the power that resides in right here? Shane dropped a beautiful comment on the post that I put out last night. He talked about everybody has a superpower. And I believe one of our biggest superpowers right here is being able to get into our own hearts. Living with love, living with compassion, living to go ahead and be of service, living to help somebody, living to go ahead and give back. And our mentor talked about one of the hardest journeys for anybody is to go ahead and be able to get out of the head and get into the heart. Because he talked about there's nothing wrong with fear, but I can promise you for most of us, if we live in our head all the time, we're going to be paralyzed by fear. Because the unknown is scary. The unknown is different for anybody that's walking into it. But when you have the heart work, when we're able to truly believe and know who we are and know our truth and walk in our authenticity, the unknown is not as scary as it seems. The unknown becomes lit. We now have an aura glowing in the darkness to go ahead and be able to light the path. And this is something that I'm experiencing even right now as we speak. If you pay attention to the sunrise, right, it's always darkest right before the brightest hour. You'll notice this, right? So the same thing happens with our success, I believe. as we're going through the dark, and as we're finding out who it is that we are, we're able to literally go ahead and create a glow, create this inner state within ourselves to go ahead and light the path as we continue to walk. And as we walk, these steps are going to align, maybe not looking forwards, but looking back. Just as Steve Jobs says, right? We cannot connect the dots looking forwards, but looking back, they start to really make sense. So I believe these are 3 keys to go ahead and really get into our success. Number 1 is going to be being able to make things simple, right? KISS. Go ahead and drop the acronym KISS down for me. Keep it super simple, okay? Any part of this business, if it ever seems overwhelming, ask yourself, how can I make this super simple? Because I promise you right now, whatever it is that we're looking to do, there is a system to allow this to be very simple. Okay. Number 2 is going to be patience. Patience to know that at the end of the day, we're going to be aggressive in the micro, but we're patient in the macro. Right? You got to think about it. 3 to 5 plus years inside of this industry, there's goals that I've written down that haven't happened yet. But what's going to be the difference moving forward is understanding patience, right? Everybody has their own timing. Everybody's success shows up on God's timing, not on our timing, okay? But to know every day we're working towards it, every day we're getting closer, every day you never know the 3 feet from goal, that next post, that next video, that next trade, that next product we put out on our e-commerce store, you never know which one is going to literally open up the lid, okay? And number 3, last but not least, is going to be the hard work. Digging deep into the heart, right? It's hard to go ahead and receive any blessings with our hands closed. So whatever is going on right now in life, one of the most powerful things that any of us can do is to be able to go ahead and let go of anger, let go of jealousy, let go of hate, let go of anything that is restricting our state. This is big right here. Steph did a phenomenal call yesterday, and we've talked about it many times. 3 pieces, right? State, story, and strategy. And we're able to really go ahead and get in state. This is where the heart is able to really go ahead and work. People can feel your heart. People can feel your energy. People can feel your authenticity. And when we really do the deep work, the hard work, we're no longer afraid what anybody says. We're no longer worried about anybody else's opinions because we know who we are and we know exactly where it is that we're going. So dreamers, with that being said, I'm right there with you for this next 90. Making things very simple, getting deep with the patience, and realizing that at the end of the day, love is one of the most powerful emotions. So moving with love every single day. Being able to be generous, being able to give back. So if you got any value from today, drop some 3s down below. Smash that like button if you're ready to go ahead and make the step into the highest version of ourselves. So let's go out and be great. I love you, fam. I appreciate you. I'm so excited for what is here and what is to come. And my last piece for everybody today is to be able to go ahead and have a childlike wonder. You know, it's funny. I was driving this morning. I was at the grocery store and I went by this little kid in the parking lot, and I just saw him so excited, jumping up and down. You know, he's playing on the car. He's laughing. He's literally lit up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I'm seeing all these people go into the grocery store, head down, depressed, shoulders are slouched. And I'm just wondering, like, what if everybody had that energy of a child? How different would we move? How much love would we go out and give? How different would the world feel if people had that childlike energy? And that's a great reminder. I think about it all the time, to be able to go ahead and still dream like an adult, but dream like a child, but take action like an adult. So fam, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Let's go out, have a fantastic day. Anything you need, we're here for you. Let's go out, turn these dreams into reality. It's game time. Let's get to work.